If you thought the battle for dominance was over when VO3 came out, you're wrong. Kling 2.5 is absolutely incredible. In this video, we're going to compare Kling 2.5 to Kling 2.1 and see how much it's improved at adhering to prompts and bringing to life cinematic videos that will impress not only your friends, your colleagues, but the world. By the end of this video, you'll know if Kling 2.5 is worth switching to. And here's what I'll show you: how to create striking fantasy visuals, how Kling 2.5 brings them to life, pure text to video shot, and a fair head-to-head with Kling 2.1. Kling 2.5 is about emotion, cinematic, camera obedience, and better physics. Faces act, shots lock, wind and fog move believably, and on design, with Kling 2.5 Turbo, it's not only faster, but it's also cheaper than it was before. So straight out the gate here, we'll start with this Kling 2.5 image to video prompt, which is a camera crane rising above the golden forest path, fog drifting, sunlight piercing through branches, fabric of cloak, moving naturally in the wind, cinematic movement. You can see the details here in the tear coming down the cheek, the gentle blinking, the reflections in the eyes, the golden sunlight on the one side of the face. Absolutely beautiful. Then we have Kling 2.1 here. I actually feel like there's more detail in the face, but the sound prompt at the end there obviously didn't quite match, but we're looking more at the picture than the sound prompt. The sound prompt is an additive to these videos. But the way that the skin detail in the face there, the little freckles, I think looks better than even the Kling 2.5 looked. Possibly it's just because she has more golden light on her face, but the face looks a lot more smoother and more makeup than the Kling 2.1. For the next image to video comparison with Kling, we've got this prompt here: camera crane rising above the golden forest path, fog drifting, sunlight piercing through branches, fabric of cloak moving naturally in wind, cinematic movement. And this is Kling 2.5. The light coming through the trees, the mist, the way the leaves are holding together, and even the cloth blowing in the wind, exactly like what I asked for in the prompt. I'd have maybe liked a bit more mist, but I could prompt for more mist as well. Then this is Kling 2.1. Got some very strange, I like the way it tilts up, but it's very strange that this cloth now is on a mannequin that looks like it's being hung, looking very mischievous indeed. So my preference here is, looks like a split screen here. My preference here is Kling 2.5 in this result. Now we're just going to break up this image to video comparison quickly for 2.1 and 2.5 Kling and have a quick look at text to image with Kling 2.5. I wanted to try this gymnastic shot inspired by another shot I saw of a gorilla doing some gymnastics. And so here we have a panda doing some gymnastics at the Olympics. Shot 1, a panda bear in a vibrant red and white gymnastics leotard stands poised on a pommel horse in a brightly lit Olympic arena. The wide 24mm side profile captures its focused preparation. Sunlight streaming through high windows onto polished equipment with precise arm swings and leg rotations. It executes perfect circles, the camera tracking smoothly to emphasize muscle tension and leotard stretching. Shot 2, after a flawless dismount and champion-style victory pose, the camera zooms to an 85mm close-up as the panda bear erupts into joyful laughter. Eyes crinkling with mischief, dramatic gym lights, cast sharp shadows, contrasting its sudden playful expression against the professional backdrop of banners and full audience. And I did a sound effect with that as well. So here's the video. And you can see how it followed the prompt exactly there. And there's so much fidelity in the audience and in what's going on around. I noticed one small mistake just off to the side, but in the actual panda bear doing his routine here, absolutely incredible. Let's just watch that again. Text to video with Kling 2.5. And the joy in the panda's face, absolutely incredible shot that. Love it. If you've been enjoying this video, make sure to check out the AI Creator Tools community where over 400 people just like yourself are engaging daily in comments, in video calls, creating AI videos using tools like Design AI. I'd love to see you inside the community and be a part of it. Inside there, I share prompts, I share the best techniques, and I have courses where we can go through all of the tools in a systematic manner to be able to create your own cinematic videos. So what are you waiting for? Click the link below this video and I'll see you inside the AI Creator Tools community. So going back to the image to video comparison with Kling 2.5 versus 2.1 again, we go back to the next shot here of this man standing on a cliff. Handheld shot, character walking thoughtfully and slowly along the cliff edge, natural sway, focus pulls in a wide circular motion from the face to background valley, cinematic tone. And this is Kling 2.5's. So I love the natural walking of this and the natural movement and the slight circular motion, but it didn't give me the full wide circular motion that I was really looking for. Maybe if I described a better prompt, it would have done a better job of that. Let's compare that to what Kling 2.1 does. There's a lot I like about this shot, except for the main focus, which is the character, where it looks like for the second half of the clip that he's walking on the spot, but not making any progress. But apart from that, the pull out and the move around and the details in the cliff and the bushes, absolutely fantastic. But Kling 2.5 has to win on this occasion. It has to be said that when you rerun the prompts, either in Kling 2.1 or 2.5, you can get different results with exactly the same prompt and exactly the same image. So if I reran these, it might be that we liked the 2.1 and the 2.5. But so far, I think 2.5 has been winning generally. So in case you're wondering, all of these images were made with Seed Dream 4.0 within the design platform from text to image. And then all of these images then brought to life with either Kling 2.5 Turbo or Kling 2.1 for the comparison. And so here we've got this image that I've created. And at the end of this video, you'll see a quick tutorial that I will show you how the images were made, how the images to video were done, and the audio prompts as well. So stay tuned if you'd like to know how to do this for yourself. So the prompt here was macro zoom into the glowing dwarvian ruin carved into stone. As the camera pushes closer, crackling golden light intensifies and tiny fiery characters slowly emerge, dancing and playing miniature magical instruments. The rune surface begins to dissolve and fade away, transitioning seamlessly into a fantastical forest where the fiery characters now dance freely among glowing trees and bioluminescent plants. Cinematic, smooth transition, magical realism. So let's look at this video. I did the image to video for Kling 2.5 and for 2.1, and then I also wanted to try how this would be with just a text to video with Kling 2.5 as well. So we'll go through all three of them now. First here we have Kling 2.5. So you can see the dwarfs coming to life, dancing with instruments, and then that magical transition into that magical forest. Now Kling 2.1 with the same prompt. Quite a lot of similarity between those. I feel like Kling 2.5 just has more definition, more details. Look at the details in the inscription. The characters are very similar. I love the way that transitions there where the lights went out and then the forest. It's a more realistic kind of feel than the 2.1 version. Of course, the last two were guided by the image and the prompt, whereas this one is just guided by the prompt only. And instead of zooming in like I asked it to, it zooms out. And it has a much more kind of cartoony, kind of Disney feel to it or animated feel to it. I like it a lot as well, but obviously controlling the continuity of that will be harder. You'd have to take an image from this to then carry on and have a continuous video set in the same scene as well. This is our last Kling 2.5 to 2.1 image to video comparison. And the shot here is a drone shot flying fast over the fjords, gulls flapping, water rippling realistically, camera banking smoothly, cinematic drone perspective. So this is the first image to video with Kling 2.5, and you can see there's an error in the generation here where the cliff is moving where incorrectly as it shouldn't be. But apart from that, it looks quite good. I actually ran this prompt twice and had the same error both times with Kling 2.5. And then the same generation with Kling 2.1. In Kling 2.1, it executed the shot brilliantly, very good. And so in this case, I have to say that Kling 2.1 actually beat out Kling 2.5 in this example. To end this comparison, I want to show you another text to video example with Kling 2.5. And this is of a midday battle at sea. Waves crash against two ships located in deadly combat. Torn pirate sail with skull emblem whips in the wind. The camera starts wide, smoke and fire over the burning merchant deck. As we zoom in, chaos erupts. Pirates with shaved heads and bloodied sabers leap aboard. A bearded pirate, his beard bound with leather, staggers under a small heavy wooden barrel, gold coins spilling as he struggles to carry it. Terrified sailors in torn uniforms fight back desperately amid fire, smoke and salt spray. So you can see the comical pirate dropping in the sea at the beginning there, fair enough. And it looks fairly realistic until it starts to get close here, especially when these gold coins pour out and it looks more like a video game as the camera zooms in. But still an incredible shot, did exactly what I asked for, except for the gold coins looking like they come from a computer game or the random guy just dropping out the sky. But absolutely incredible, very cool. Text to video, you can get some very interesting generations with Kling 2.5 Turbo. So now I'm going to show you how all these images and videos were generated using Kling 2.5 on the design platform. So make sure to stay tuned and to bring to life your own creative ideas. Here we are inside the design, and to create the images for the image to video, I used ChatGPT to give me a prompt to create the images. And to create those images, I just go into my project. This is the project I had set up for this particular video, and then I go to text to image, and I like using Seedream 4.0, which is the best text to image video model in my opinion right now, and you can choose the output as 4K and the aspect ratio as 16:9 and click generate. So this first image that was generated in the example was the cinematic portrait of a young warrior, tear running down her cheek, golden rim light, ultra detailed face, fantasy costume, shallow depth of field, moody atmosphere, 8K photorealism, although obviously the quality output on the Seedream was 4K. And this was that image. When you click to download these images, you have the choice to upscale them again. So if I do 2 times upscale, I'd actually get an 8K image. And you can just see the incredible quality of that. If I zoom in, the tear on the cheek, the reflection even in the eyes, the details, the golden light on the left side here, absolutely incredible. So carrying on with the Tearful Warrior, we brought the Tearful Warrior to life using Kling 2.5 by going to AI video here, and also the prompt is also used with ChatGPT model here or any other LLM model you want to use, and chose the video model of Kling 2.5, and it's the same whether you use 2.1 or 2.5, you just choose which model you want to use. 2.5 is actually cheaper than 2.1 by 10 credits on here, and it's faster. So then we've got the image selected and we copy and paste in this image to video prompt. It says static close-up of the warrior's face, subtle head tilt, tear glistening, eyes blinking slowly, shallow depth of field, and cinematic realism. And we're going to set that at 5 seconds and click generate. And now you can see the task is processing up here in the top right corner. Once the clip is generated in 720p, then we can add sound effects if we didn't add it in the first generation, which I didn't. So I'm going to add sound effects here. And I'm going to paste in the prompt I also created using the chat model and put that in the positive prompt. You can, of course, put in a negative prompt as well for sounds that you don't want to hear. We're going to click generate. And the sound effects prompts are very quick to generate when you're just doing it from a video that's already been made. It took about 20 seconds or less to generate the sound effects. And now I also have the option where I could upscale the video as well. So I'm going to go to upscale, and I'm going to upscale this 1080p. You can obviously upscale to 4K or to 8K. And in this instance, I'll just go for 1080p. So there you have it. Kling 2.5, absolutely incredible. Brings to life image to video, brings to life text to video in new and more impressive ways, especially with design where you can add in the audio prompt as well. If you'd like to join a community with over 400 people using AI tools to enhance and advance their business and their social media, make sure to check out the link in the clip below and subscribe for more videos and tools and tips like this. And I'll see you in this next video here.